Hey, this is JC. Welcome to Urban Knife Guy, where we explore the urban lifestyle and jungle survival. In this video, we're going to explore what urban EDC is for: convenience, emergency, or survival. I will also share with you what I think is the true value of EDC, so stick around. First, if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. And if you'd like to support the channel even more, check out my shop links in the description below. Thanks. Previously, I did a video entitled Urban EDC Gear That the Average Person Does Not Need. Now that sparked a lot of comments, a lot of interesting debate and insight, and I thank everyone who watched it and gave their comments. If you missed it, do check out the link in the card above or the description below. The comments themselves, I think, are really valuable, and I think I might have changed my mind on some of those items, but great stuff from everyone. And I think the point about differing views, especially when it comes to urban EDC, and note I'm talking about urban EDC in general, is when it comes to building your loadout and what you carry. So just to give you an example, these are common EDC loadouts that different people might have. Some people will be very content with this small keychain multi-tool. In this case, is this the Next 2 mini flagship. And then you have your good old trusty Swiss Army knife, whatever model you would like to carry. Or you might go more and carry more items like a flashlight, a pen. In this case, I also have a Swiss Army knife, A-locks, and the Swiss card nail care. So different degrees of EDC, some people even call this level 1, level 2 EDC, etc. But those really just labels to me. And the main reason for the differences is really due to your individual personal approach to what urban EDC is for. Is it for convenience, emergency, or survival? For those who are in more of the convenience camp, they would carry EDC that they'll use in their everyday life to make their life more convenient, more comfortable, and just easier. So just tools like this would really be good enough for them. So for some people who might want to be prepared for an emergency situation, they might gear up a bit more. Now, when I say an emergency situation, I'm not necessarily referring to an end-of-the-world type scenario. I'm just saying that you might need to fix something, you might need to attend to a small wound, you might just need something that puts you in a tight spot to get you out of that tight spot, but doesn't mean aliens or zombies are coming. So you might have a loadout like that. Or if you want to be even more prepared, you might have a loadout like that, which has your basic things like your Swiss Army knife, maybe a flashlight and a pen, but you've also got some EDC gear such as cordage, other tools, duct tape, safety pins, and various kits and bits that might be good in an emergency situation. Now, if you are thinking of a more survival prep, then you might have a larger EDC loadout, like in a pouch like this. This is an Expedition mini pouch, and then you might have a whole bunch of different tools with all sorts of kits that may not be needed in an everyday convenience scenario, but for bigger emergencies or survival, they definitely can help. So you have multi-tools, Silox keys, more cordage, first aid items, and just a bit more hardcore gear. And of course, the kits can go on and all get more elaborate, more complex, and more filled up. But it really depends on your own mindset. Are you building your EDC for convenience, emergency, or survival? Do let me know which school you are from. Personally, for me, I think I hover between the convenience and emergency school, which is reflected in my general loadouts. So I do have, I would say, more gear than just a simple keychain multi-tool, but at the same time, I'm not always going out fully prepared like this. Now, I should say it depends which country I'm in as well. If I'm in my home countries and I know the place very well, and I know where I'm going, I do not feel I need such an extensive loadout. But if I'm traveling to another country that I'm not familiar with and I do not know where to get certain resources, then I might carry something like this. Of course, if I'm carrying any blades, it will be in a check-in luggage, but this will be part of my suitcase or even my EDC sling bag if I go out. But if it's just about EDC in my hometown, in the regular places where I go, where I'm doing my regular activities, then I won't go to such a full extent. So that's where I am. I'm hovering between convenience and emergency. But now I'm going to end off with what I think is really the true value of EDC. Regardless of your approach to EDC, I do think there's an overlap between convenience, emergency, and survival. Now, how much of that overlap, that's your personal decision. But I think that's where the true value of EDC lies. It is that sense of preparedness and organization that going to EDC instills in you. It forces you to think about things in a systematic way, to be prepared whether for convenience, emergency, or survival, and be organized. And I think that can't be a bad thing. You also gain knowledge of available tools. So a lot of tools you might learn online through watching YouTube videos or going on social media that you might not have known before. And after learning about those tools, you also learn how to maximize those tools to the fullest potential. I'll give you a simple example, let's say with something like this, right? You might not have seen it before, but because you watch a YouTube video, then you realize, well, there is a keychain multi-tool with both a pliers and a scissors, which can be very useful. In addition, there is a driver over here, as you can see. But this driver, while it's a flat style, Phillips head style screwdriver, you can actually pair it with the Leatherman detachable bit extender. Even though it's not meant for it, but it just works. This locks into place, just like that, really secure fit. And now you can use any of these removable bits, and you have extendable bit driver for this Next2 Mini flagship. So you might not have learned about this unless you watch YouTube or actually researched about it. And again, those are positive things in my opinion. But what do you think is the true value of EDC? Do you agree with me? Or do you think the EDC lifestyle is a bunch of nonsense? I love to hear from you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like the content in general, please subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.